Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hey, good morning. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can advertise this also, because I'm afraid to, otherwise the sound might go. So Lolita, look in the angels and the my timeline for the link for this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, all right, Dana Dasi. Thank you for coming. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. The link is on my timeline. It's in the Gory's Angels. It's everywhere. Somebody put it in the comments. I can't do it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna. Yeah, yeah, Krishna. Oh, here we go. Oh, boy. Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Nityananda. Ah, Krishna. Krishna. Hey, good morning. Who's that? Somebody new. Hey, hello there. Hare Krishna. Hey, River's got a friend. Oh, here he is, Tom. Let's bring him in.
It's Kerry, my neighbor.
Oh, hi there.
Hello.
Is that the same lady who was there when I was here?
Yes.
All right. Hey, welcome.
There you go. Hey, Tom.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Ah, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. All right. Oh boy. Krishna. Oh man. Whew. Uh, what a name. It's amazing. Connection to the infinite. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. We need some Russian help here. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Woo! Working up a sweat. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh boy, hey, Krishna. Wow, man, more presents today. Santa Claus, thank you for coming every day. Krishna, Radha Krishna. Woo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. It was a little hard to follow. All right, let's try this. Ooh, Krishna, hey, Krishna. Oh, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, Krishna! Radhe! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna. Hey, it's nice you got a little friend in the backyard there with you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna. All right, let's see. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Let's try something different. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Wow, what a name. Oh, so nice to taste that name. This tongue, with these teeth, with these lips. Oh man, smacking, lip smacking good. Yeah. it's a beat there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Why don't we read some of Prabhupada's lectures here?
Professional mode. Thanks for using.
All right, let's read a little Prabhupada's lectures here. Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Here we go. Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda. All right, so let's see. Let's see, what is this? Transcripts. Okay, books. What is this? Here we go. Some lectures on Bhagavad Gita. 10. Okay. Yeah, 10:1. Okay, this is Srila Prabhupada's. He came to America in 1965, I think. Came on a boat, and he came to bring this knowledge to us, this knowledge of Krishna, and basically knowledge of God. You look in the universal context, it's really wonderful because, if you can tap into this one God, this oneness, this one truth we're all connected to. Yeah, then that's this is what life's all about universally. If we don't have that, we're kind of disconnected and disorientated, illusion, so many things. Okay, so Prabhupada starts off and he says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Bhagavan. So he starts out, Bhagavan, this very word is very significant. God, it's kind of like how he picks out a word and really expands on it. Isn't that interesting? Bhagavan, this very word. I love his preaching style. Is very significant. Is very significant. Ooh, I got this too bright. Just a second. Yeah, there we go. You should try to understand, what does it mean? Bhaga. Bhaga means opulence. Oh, that's interesting. Bhagavan means opulence. Supreme opulence. Actually, what is the supreme opulence? Bhaga means opulence. And the supreme opulence is what? The Lord himself. Anybody? Yeah. Radha and Krishna, or, people have different names for it. The Christ. It just feels very good to be home. People think, home is someplace, right? And then Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord, he puts in these little hints that he gives you through revelation that home is where the heart is. Isn't that amazing? Where'd that come from? You think some human being figured that out? Well, it's channeled through. This is home is where the heart is, man. Where is your heart, man? My heart is with Bhagavan. Why? He's so attractive. So interesting. It's almost like Radha is living in there and showing me these secret things. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is with Bhaga, the supreme opulence, the Lord himself, Krishna the Christ. Isn't that amazing? You never run out of things to say when you tap into Bhaga, the supreme opulence. Ooh, what happened here? Oh, it's a little dark. Why is it dark? Okay, here we go. Bhagavan means opulence, and Bhagavan means one who has got opulences. Oh, wow! That's God himself. He's got opulences. And you know what? You think we're just little peons over here? The Lord wants, it's like Jesus Christ said, it is your Father's pleasure to give you the kingdom, to give you those opulences. Aha! One who has got opulences. That's a person like right here before you, Lalita Ganga. She's got opulences. She's got, just like the Lord has, she's got too. But the Lord has his opulences, this bhakti, man. He loves his devotees love him. Look at her. She's got the opulences. Isn't that amazing? Boy, you are a wealthy woman. You go around looking like she's just a poor housewife, bad housewife. And she's got Bhagavan. She got Radha Krishna.
I have rich guru. That's
Isn't that amazing? This is the secret of secrets. People think they got the secret, when they watch that movie, The Secret. No, this is the secret of secrets, is having the opulences that the Lord has. Yeah. He's got bhakti, man. He's got this precious jewel, this love, this devotion. Again, look at it. Who comes up with these things? Love makes the world go around. See, real love. See, makes it turn. See, it makes devotees, they don't have any inspiration to do activities in this world without this love. This love gives them animation, just like the modes of nature. See, you learn this in Bhagavad Gita. There are 3 modes of nature pushing all living entities, except those who have the supreme opulence. God himself and his devotees who take shelter of him. See, everybody's the modes of nature pushing the demons to go and give injections to people, or pushing them to lock these people down, lock the slaves down. All this, pushing these, and then people fighting that. These are the modes of nature: mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Makes the world go around. Gives activities. This is the way people pass their time. That's what I say. In our teaching here, calls, the Lord comes here to pass his time. He has some pastimes. He comes here and interacts with people who are engaged in their pastimes. The modes are pushing everybody. Everybody's serving the modes of nature. Passion, ignorance. Passion makes you like, I really want to build houses, and I want to build big families, and I want to. You pass all your life. If that's all you do, then you're just kind of pushed around by that, and this is where a cycle of rebirth comes, as you come back again, and you do the same thing, and you keep doing this again and again and again until you get some wisdom, you get some knowledge like this. I was loafing around in this world until I got this knowledge. I didn't know what to do. Nobody knows really. I mean, we're not clear. We're just, the modes are pushing us. Oh, I just want to build a family and a house and all You just do that, and that you're all. It's all in all. Okay? Or I just want to do bad things. I want to rob banks, and I want to, just I like to make people miserable, and and you just do that your whole life, and then you come back and do more of that, or you go to some kind of hellish place or something. Who knows? Or you're a good person and you work for the welfare. You're a philanthropist and you do build hospitals and all that, and you feel good. You feel better. You see, goodness, good. See, you're in a, you do things for people that feels good. You know, so anyway, that takes a bit of discipline, and more people are in passion and ignorance, or little mixtures, some good, some bad, some passion. This makes the world go around, these modes. And only when you get knowledge do you begin to sort it out. Sort it out. And so anyway, that's why, we're in a disciplic line that gives this knowledge so that we can sort it out and realize, okay, is there something more than this? It's almost like a rat on a wheel going around and around and around. That's the cycle of birth and death, reincarnation. And it's the modes of nature that keep us on that wheel. But if this rat gets some knowledge, that's us. we connect with some knowledge. We begin to understand. Oh, I see. I can get off this wheel. This is why this chanting is a simple, easy way for everybody to get off this wheel. This is what we're doing here. What do you think? This laughing and crying and all this is we're getting off the wheel. We're passing our time with a spiritual connection beyond the wheel of birth and death. See, matter of fact, that's why we give a little knowledge about what we're doing here, because if you can come to the point of tasting this name is spiritual. This name is like a liberator. It breaks this cycle of birth and death. When you can taste that name, the glory in it, and how that is the supreme opulence. Now, see, Bhagavan means one who possesses opulence. Okay? Now you possess opulence because you've gotten the shelter of that name. That name is not, see, there's a spiritual principle. That name is non-different than Bhagavan, who has the supreme opulence. See? Which is, what is that? Truth. The truth that sets people free. And also love for the truth. See, that's the supreme opulence. And he gives that to those who take shelter of Bhagavan, who is the possessor of that. And all of a sudden, oh, I possess Bhagavan. I possess that supreme opulence. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The Lord wants to give us that. And boom, cycle of birth and death is finished. No more rat. No more, you're not a rat anymore. Going around like this. That's why we chant. The chant show, hey man, come associate with people that are tasting the supreme opulence of truth and love for that truth. It is so fantastic, man. It's so wonderful. And it gives you an experience of life in a way to pass your time that is not available for most people because they don't have this knowledge. They don't have this truth, and they don't have this ecstasy, this happiness. They call this in our line bhakti, devotion, bij, a seed. See, this is a seed from a very special tree or flower, whatever you want to call it, or fruit. See, it's a fruit. It's a seed from this fruit of this ecstatic love for truth. Satchidananda, they call it. Or Father, Son, and Holy Spirit in Krishna's term. See? There's a seed that comes from those persons where this love for truth, absolute truth, has been born. See, goes out to those who hear. See, it goes in through the ear into the heart, and also bears this taste for. Oh wow, this looks really good. Oh, I also want to do this. Wow, that looks like fun. It is. It's great fun. It's so great that most people can't understand it because most people don't have it. Most people can't take shelter of this name, which is non-different than that personality or being that created all that we see in this world, created all these bodies and created everything. Non-different. Can you imagine? That's called source. The source, you go back into the source where we all come from. Oh, it is so fun. It is so fantastic to do that. We're cut off. Most people are cut off from that source. That's why they're miserable. Most people, not everybody, but a lot of people, there's a lot of, especially now, a lot of misery. People want to suicide out. Why? They're not connected to that source. There's reasons why they're cut off. See, this line here, this line teaches knowledge of why people are cut off from their source. We're like kings. We're not meant to be, like, we'll go around like crippled. People are going around, if you're unhappy and miserable and taking drugs and pills and all this stuff, is you're cut off from source. Where it all comes from. You reconnect again, man, and boom, all of a sudden you're not a crippled minded anymore. You got real knowledge. Your feelings are not all tweaked and twisted. And you got to go to a psychologist to get all straightened out. All that conditioning you got passed on to you from your parents and from their parents, all the way from the line. That's broken. That's clear, because now you got real knowledge, truth. See who we really are. People don't know who they are. Ask anybody. You can ask your friend, who are you? Where'd you come from? Well, I was born somewhere. Is that where I come from? Well, do you really? No, because that's just your body, man. Oh, did you know you have a spirit soul? Did you know you inside is a spirit, man? What do you think Jesus was talking? He said, hey, my word is spirit. I'm spirit. See, we all got that. He came to give to enlighten us that we're spirit. We're not this. This body is just the spirit. Is like how a hand goes in the glove, and people go their whole lives saying, I'm the glove, I'm the glove. No, you're the hand. In the glove. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, of course. Nobody told you. Same thing. Our spirit is in the body. But we forgot because we think we're the body. We think are our minds. The mind is also a glove for the spirit. The emotions, the material emotions, are a glove for the spirit. Inside there is a spiritual body that also has emotions. It's a body, but it's spirit. See, if you get this knowledge, you come in this line, you can understand all these amazing things about who we really are. And I'll tell you, man, it'll make you more happy than anything. Anything, because everybody's identifying. I'm a thing. I'm a thing. I'm a body. Come on, man. No, you're a spirit, like God is a spirit. God, you can connect back when you realize, that you're a spirit, and you're here to connect with that source of which is spirit. Also, then you're happy. Complete. This is what I've been looking for in my husband, in my children, in this, in my wealth, in all this. I was just wanting to connect back with my source. That's my real wealth. Bhagavan. See, Bhagavan. See, one who possesses opulence, he possesses himself. He's in possession of himself. Yes, this spirit, this spiritual truth, this ecstasy. This is my possession. This is my prize. See? He wants to give us this. When you come in line like this, you get this knowledge, you get this ability, you get this empowerment to possess what God possesses himself. See? Know thyself. Remember this old saying? Oh, that's another thing, man. Know thyself. Know thyself. The only way you'll ever know yourself, you gotta experience yourself. And that self is not who people think. People think I'm this false ID. Yeah, know myself. Oh yeah, I'm really an emotional, miserable wretch, and my life is or I'm a really good person. See that? Well, you're actually you're something deeper than that. See? The real self we're all connected to. That's our family. That's our father, man. Our transcendental spirit father. Or a friend, actually, in this line, it teaches you more than Jesus. Jesus teaches you, oh, he's our father, right? Our father. In this line, yeah, he's our father, but also our friend, our intimate friend. Could you imagine having God as an intimate friend? I do. He's my intimate friend. But he can also be yours. And we're here to do that, man. We're here to cement the relationship between your soul and that supreme soul, so that you can also be in possession of the opulence, one who possesses the supreme opulence, God himself. Oh yeah, the Lord said, oh man, Lord Chaitanya said these things. This is why in these pastimes you can learn about when God has come here, and he teaches things like, oh, this devotee over here, Vasudev Dutt, who has love and he has truth. He possesses me, the supreme opulence, Bhagavan. He possesses Bhagavan. I belong to him. Let me tell he tells hey man, I belong to him. He's got ecstatic love, man. That's why I see anybody with ecstatic love in fruition here. I say, oh yeah, she possesses Bhagavan. But the complete Bhagavan, not just half, not just Bhagavan's name, see? But his feeling. That's important. That cements the relationship. Yeah, how can you possess something you don't love? Right? People possess money because they love it, right? Go after it. See? You want to possess God, Krishna, Christ, whatever you want to call that supreme opulence. Bhagavan, you got to have love for it, right? You got to learn, what it is to love Bhagavan. See? This is what's taught here. If anybody has interest, if you really you want to be freedom, you want happiness, you want real intelligence, you want logic, you want clarity. See, that's Bhagavan. That just comes along with oh yeah, that's his nature. He just knows. You want to be a knower? You want to know who you are, what you are, why you're here, why people are suffering, why you're suffering? Oh, well, that's all here. If anybody patiently comes regularly, they will know all these things. If not, well, I guess you don't want to know so much. Maybe you're just happy with being in the cycle. Moving around. Same old, And sometimes by good fortune, people get bored. Or they suffering. And they want a way out. Well, okay. Come into the association. This is like a society here. A very kind of a rare one, because not so many people into this kind of thing. They don't care. People don't care. They just, oh no, I'm too busy, man. I got this stuff. It's so important in the world. Oh yeah, no time. I have no time, man. I got to go around, like this. Okay? Oh, you come here, you see. Oh wow, I've been going around like that. Yeah, that's really important to know. Because most people don't, 99% people don't know this. They just go around. No, I'm just going around, pushed around by the modes of nature. Modes of nature, what are that? Well, come here, you can learn all these things. We learn secrets. In this line, the Lord actually comes. You could think of him as the Lord or a saint. Just listen to what he says, and it'll blow your mind. This is what we listen. We listen. I just talk about what the Lord is saying, and what his devotees who have this love for God, this love for Bhagavan and possess Bhagavan, they leave these great devotional truths. Oh, they're fabulous and fascinating, and they make your life, they revolutionize your life. You ready for a revolution in your life? Well, check it out. Amy said, every person is trying to... Here, read this, Tom.
Every person is trying to fill his longing to connect with the source. Well, every person is trying to fill his longing to connect with the source. I was just writing. Yes. Without this knowledge and understanding, one will continue to try to fill the longing through physical means, be it drugs, material possessions, the love from another person. The list goes on and on. But none of that will be the filler that the soul is seeking.
Touching, isn't it? That's the Lord. Oh, he loves, I tell you, Amy is really, she's really amazing. She's got some depth, huh? I think she's been doing this for some lifetimes. That's it. People are looking outside. And so all we do here is that we're like facilitators. Hey, we help. Hey, you've been looking outside all your life. It hasn't really worked very well, right? I mean, I can ask anybody because I know I was also the same. Looking outside for happiness, looking outside there to get it out there. And all we do here, no, that happiness is inside. Just like Jesus said. What did Jesus say? A lot of things. But one thing he said was, the kingdom of God is within and at hand. The kingdom of God is this knowledge that he had. He had this knowledge. The kingdom of God is this feeling of closeness with God, this intimacy. This is knowledge too. You got is complete. See? So all that you realize here, it's not just a bunch of words in the Bible. The kingdom of God is within. Okay, great. And then you continue to look outside for it. No, here you come and very quickly you get an experience of this. The kingdom of God. See, God's kingdom is spirit. God's kingdom is freedom because you know who you are. God's kingdom is being a king. Literally, king rules over lands and peoples and everything. You're the same thing. The kingdom of God, you become a king. You can become a king. Here it's win-win. You think I'm just going to sit here, I'm Mr. Guru Dave and the big cheese and you guys are peons. No, you get the kingdom also. We're all brothers and sisters in that way. Yeah, of course, you give naturally, when you get liberated, ask Lily to go. She gets this prize, man. She's very grateful. It's natural in the heart. That's God. Oh, my Guru Dave gave me this. I would never have gotten this. I'm so grateful. Yeah, there you go. That's just natural, man. That's God in the heart. Uh-oh. It froze. Why did I freeze? Okay, let's... Uh-oh.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama,
Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Sorry.
Rama, Rama, Hare.
Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. I just froze. I'm using my tablets, so we're working out the kinks. I like this tablet because it's kind of a nice size and I can see it's a little bigger than the phone. Okay, but not too big and doesn't draw a lot of power. Okay, so isn't this fun? Isn't it fun? Isn't it? It's amazing. Everything is becomes easy here. So easy. easy to get knowledge. People go to school. It's so hard. Everything in the world, you're looking outside for knowledge even. Say you want to learn. Very hard to learn. This is so easy. And it's the essence of all truth. Man. Yes, isn't the essence always better? Isn't that the essence of knowledge? Isn't that better? This is all we deal with here. You go even in religion, they give you all the fluff, man. Even say in all of religion, a lot of fluff, and you're just looking at the fluff. And the essence nobody knows unless you've realized Bhagavan, the essence, the source, the essence of knowledge and truth and all these things. Everything is fluff. The whole world, you're looking and your mind is getting all gets spun out. Looking at all these irrelevant things. Even in school, I think anybody who went to school, all this, they teach you nothing but irrelevance. Irrelevant this, and then you memorize and all this. And then you come to religion to get that God, whatever religion it is, and they give you more fluff, more studies, more theologies, and the external ideas. See? Truth is it. Man, Jesus said the Lord's looking for, we know who we worship. See, you want to know who you're worshiping beyond religion, or you want to just go to be a church pewer? Church pew, they sit in the pews and go, pew, when it's over. Okay, I did my duty for the week. Pew, pew. You want to pew goers? Or you go to, any religion. That's okay for the beginning, but man, you can go deeper into the truth. You can be like a Jesus, not be Jesus, not be that's a crazy thing. Be like Jesus. That's what it's all about. That's why he came, to make people like him. Prabhupada also in our Vaishnava line, make people like him. Bhagavan, men, that feel God, experience truth. Love truth, love ecstasy about it. See, spirit ecstasy. This is our real feelings, is spirit. These feelings, I know they look weird to new people, they want this guy's crying and laughing. That's our real feeling, is to be ecstatic, rapturous. Even in religion, our religion, we're kind of we get our information. I'm not into that. They're not into this, and we're not into that. See? Until they're into this, you can stay with that. That's religion. I'm not into religion. I'm into truth, man. And in all scriptures, there's truth. There's a golden thread of truth. See, we take that, extract that essence. See? And that's precious. The essence. It's almost like you go and looking for gold, And gold, you got to extract it. You go in a gold mine, it's kind of mixed in with pyrite. Pyrite is fool's gold, for fools. See, people go after the fool, the shiny stuff. But the real gold is pure. See? That's what you get here. Anybody, if you're not interested in that, well, then go, go out and go for the fluff. Go around, whatever. And we'll sit here and continue fishing. Jesus said, I'll make you fishermen of men and women. Same. Yeah. And that's it, man. All you can do is you go at fishing in this world and try to inspire people to come out, because it's miserable being in this site. They don't have knowledge. They don't know they're going to come back again and again and again. And they don't have to. All you need is knowledge. All you need is understanding and information. All you need is the right information. You need from realized persons, those who have realized God, truly, genuine. Set free. They're set free and they want to help set others free. Yeah, that's like I'm reading this guy, this personality, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada came here. He wanted to help set people free. Yeah, this knowledge is precious. This is wonderful. This is my life. I love this. This knowledge is the essence of truth, man. In this, there's the teaching that I got in this knowledge called Maya. This is what everybody's involved in. They're all bewildered by this Maya. You know what Maya means? Illusion. They're all looking at the bodily conception of illusions everywhere and immersed, and they can't get out. It's like it's in like it being in a maze, and you go this way and that way. You can't figure out how to get out of it. You need this knowledge. You need a guide. See, the guide is those who are in this line. They guide you out of the maze. Otherwise, you're going to go this way and that way and this way and that way, again and again and again. Yeah. All right. So those who patiently listen to this knowledge can get out. If you don't, it starts with hearing the truth. Just like if you go to school, they teach you all this bullshit, basically, a lot of stuff, that irrelevant stuff, and you listen to it. Why? Well, you're motivated because I got to get a job. And then, when you get the job, they teach you, oh, by the way, that was irrelevant. Now we got to really train you. Because you can't use what you learn, memorize and all that stuff. That's all irrelevant. It's like here, it's the same thing here. People come here, they did all these rules in religion and all that. We got to untrain them. Oh, by the way, that's more or less irrelevant now. You can use some of it, but you don't have to do all that. It's all fluff. Here's the essence. This is why it's so exciting here. Anybody spends time here, you realize you get a new lease on life. If anybody was considering suiciding out, because I don't blame you, who wants to live with draconian? You ever notice the draconians out there? Do you ever notice, like if you're in UK there, you ever notice the police? They turned. They were so nice before. Now they're like monsters, aren't they? They're like, it's like, get in your house. How dare you? That's an offense against the Queen. Oh, you came outside of your garden. Get it back into your jail cell. I mean, I wouldn't blame you live in some of these societies. They're getting, or you either comply with it. Oh, I don't know. This government says do this. I just do it. Well, there's some of those. They call them slaves. Slaves. Yeah, they're compliers. Oh, well, the government says to do it. We just do it. They say to stay indoors. We stay indoors. They say go outdoors. We go outdoors. We don't think about it because we have no thoughts. We've been conditioned by the government and by politicians. We believe in liars and cheaters and manipulators and all that. Well, that's the Maya. That's the illusion. Well, that's actually, that's a start. It's a start about hearing. So that's why the mainstream media, all those talking heads, they're saying the same thing. You notice? Same thing. They're giving you mantras and information, and you're acting on it. How you act on it? Put me in my jail cell. I'm afraid. Oh, I'm so afraid. I don't want to die. Oh, what should I do? Should I get that? What do you want me to do? I don't do anything. I don't want to be afraid. I want to be safe. Please make me safe. I'll do it. I can't even think. I'm so afraid and I need safety, man. I'm all down here in the lower chakras. Survival. Oh, safety, survival. Oh, see, where'd that come from? What you heard. They know this. Well, they sort of know. There's deep levels. They know how to manipulate and control. The elites, they call them, or whatever they are, the watchers. Oh, yeah, control them, man. Just give them messages, through all the same messages over and over again. Get them in fear, get them in all that, right? All from this. You come here and you listen to this. Busted! Broken! The fangs are broken. Oh, I see your game. Okay? This is what you get. You see what's, how it all started. You break the conditioning. Oh, I'm not afraid anymore. Ask people here if they're afraid. Those who have listened long enough. See, you're hearing messages. How can fear enter when you don't hear messages that are lying? You know, you're not hearing lies and manipulations. You're hearing what? What am I reading from? What am I glorifying? Truth. See, this stuff is powerful. This sets you free. Set me free, man. You know, I'm now walking around and I'm celebrating every day. This is a celebration. Look, we stay here usually 3-4 hours because we're celebrating, right? Celebration. Yeah, people are, so many people. I see it on Facebook all the time. This. One guy. I'm in such anxiety. I'm so mad. Well, why didn't you come here? you know? No, I don't know. I'll just stay in the anxiety. Well, okay, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? They want to stay miserable. So I'll stay miserable until you're ready to come where people are not miserable. Don't you want to be around? This is even beyond positive thinking. This is the essence of truth. Positive and negative is still in this world is not so powerful. Positive and negative is always fighting each other. There's no fight here. Truth it just neutralizes everything. And you go into bliss, ecstasy, and the true happiness of the soul. This is all Jesus was trying to teach. People come here, you just find out what Jesus was trying to teach and get across. And all you go in churches and all that is all the fluff. And the religion and ISKCON and all these things is all the fluff. All the rules, let's put a lot of fluff on everything. That irrelevant stuff, I don't need any of that. Why? Because we got truth. We got what Jesus said. The Lord's looking for this kind of worship. He told the woman at the well, oh, the Lord's very much looking for this kind of worship. Worship in spirit, see, spirit and truth. Spirit is actually ecstasy, love, true love for what? The absolute clear truth. Oh, wow. Truths like, oh, cycle of reincarnation, why people are stuck here. Oh, how to get out. All these who am I? I'm a spirit soul. Oh, I'm related to the supreme soul. All these amazing things. See, all this. The Lord's very much looking to worship in truth like this, and not in fluff, not in getting bewildered by his Maya. Where is the Maya bewilderment here, huh? Anybody bewildered? Where is it? Nowhere to see. Maya's on the outside. Oh boy, I'm not coming in there. Too much truth. Too much ecstasy. Too much bliss. I don't want to commit any offenses. Amy, read this, Tom. I want you to get spaced out.
Don't you want to come to where people aren't miserable? Laughing out loudly, yes. I'll take 2 tickets, please.
I like her humor. It's good, isn't it? She's so funny. Hey, yeah, I mean, you couldn't pay enough money for this. Bill Gates, he can't get in here. He doesn't have enough money to pay for a ticket here. Well, send them a couple of tickets to our Sadhu Sangha, Tom. Send them a couple freebies. Give them 2 comp tickets. To our show, our 3-hour show. Maybe we should start putting in intermissions here, so give people they can freshen up a little bit. Go out. All right, let's see what else Prabhupada has to say. I really love this, man. This really, this is how to really get to know Prabhupada and his mind. So the Sanskrit grammar, there is a fix, vat. Vat means, oh, wait a second. So Bhaga means opulence, and Bhagavan means one who has got opulences. See? So that's the spiritual master. They have got Bhagavan. Right? They're one possession they consider of worthwhile is Bhagavan, is the Lord. Intimacy with God. See? Feeling for the Lord. And you guys can jump in if you want to inspired to say something. Just do it. Intimacy with the Lord. This is so the Lord wants to give us that opulence of being a devotee. Yeah, being a devotee, these people in the Mayavad thing, they really got it wrong. Did you want to say something there? Go ahead.
This intimacy, what?
Huh? What?
No, this intimacy, I just wanted to share that actually that's when with your most intimate friend you share your secrets with each other, and that's actually when you find out, yeah, now it's coming really, I'm getting an intimate relationship.
I do actually.
Yeah, that's right. And the Lord wants
When I
to
started doing
share
there's always
this.
cappuccinos. This got automatically cappuccino. Mocha's yourself.
Hey, mute yourself there.
Sorry,
It's me.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what it's about. The Lord wants to share. And this intimate relationship. He wants that. It's more juicy, it's more interesting. Otherwise, we're going to do that with the Maya. We get really intimate with the Maya, and all she does is manipulate us and jerk us around, make us less free, crippled, all this misery. Just it's a life of inauspiciousness, being intimate with this Maya. See? And look how it's turned around. The devotee, I feel so happy when devotees are getting intimate with God, the spirit God, the one who possesses the real opulence of himself. He's in possession of himself, which is such an ananda. you know I was talking to Amy yesterday, and I noticed she's changing, and she's starting to sparkle. It was amazing, because when I first talked to her personally, she looked like a little doll, like inside, because she's protecting, everybody's protecting from the Maya's always trying to smack you around, so you got to develop and now starting to sparkle. What's inside is coming out. See, and more animation. See, this is what, don't we want to express? Don't we want to be more free? I mean, just naturally. See, and this was a secret I learned. I always loved this concept: be free in Christ, be free in Jesus Christ. Oh man, that I used to say, that's so true. I knew it. That's so true. I feel this freedom being in Christ. And now even more so, I feel so more free because I have more knowledge, more understanding. Being free in God, in Krishna, in the Word, in the essence of the Word, not the fluffy word. Those are who don't got it yet. They don't understand it. They're in speculation, more or less. The less speculation, the better. The more mellows. See, mellow. You get really mellow tasting these truths. Govinda, awesome, awesome, awesome. Cutting edge. Yes, inviting people. They can dialogue, share, ask questions. Unprecedented. This is not religion. Spiritual. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So, the Sanskrit grammar, there is an affix called vat. Vat means possessing. When the sense of possession is there, this vat is there. So bhaga means opulence, and plus vat means the one who has got opulence. So you see, that can be the devotee. That is the devotee. The devotee who has actually the opulence of Bhagavan, that person is realized. See, that's Dhruva Maharaj. Remember the story of Dhruva? Dhruva thought, oh, let me get a big kingdom out there, an opulence bigger than my father. I'm going to go to Krishna. See? So this is a little bit misunderstanding. But anyway, the guru worked with that. That was Narada Muni, gave him the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vas. He said, just chant that. And he did. And then he was really, I'm going to chant this mantra because I want that big kingdom. See I want the candy. See? He didn't know the candy was something different. And then what does he get? The result he got from being in the line. See, you get the knowledge from the real guru. See, he got it from Narada Muni, was his spiritual master. And then Bhagavan appeared. See, all of a sudden, Bhagavan, see? Bhagavan, one who suppresses, one who possesses all opulences, actually, appeared. And do you think Bhagavan wants anything? Does he want money? Does he want a beautiful woman or man or anything? Everything comes from him. All of a sudden, Dhruva saw, oh my God, you're kidding. I was going after that kingdom bigger than my father's and all that. When you appeared and my heart was just looking for you. This is the supreme opulence. Ah. And Bhagavan looked at him and said, well, surprise, surprise. Santa Claus is here. You were thinking you wanted all these presents and you've possessed me now. I don't appear for no reason. I appear, I show you, myself, and then automatically your heart wants me. You got me now. Oh, and he said, oh, forget all that. I don't need any king. I just got you this. Let's just relate every day. Let's just be together forever. That's it, man. I'm happy. And see, seek the kingdom of God. That's the kingdom of God. This is what Jesus taught. See? And all else is added. And then the Lord says, okay, yeah, great. You got me now. Here, take the kingdom anyway. What the heck? Yeah, I'll give you a kingdom even bigger than your father. I'm so happy with you. You got the Lord of all boons now. You know who I am. You know your relationship with me. Now you're safe. Here, take a big kingdom, man. Oh, go rule over that. Make more devotees. Make them kings also. That's what we do here. Make kings. You want to be a king or a queen? I mean, look at Lalita Ganga. She's a queen. Yeah, look at River. She's becoming a queen. Look at Tom. He's becoming a king. Or a prince. Maybe he's a prince. I don't know. What do you want to be? A king or a prince?
Le petit prince.
So,
le petit prince. The little
what?
prince.
What?
The little prince.
Yeah, okay. And the first person of that, the sound becomes Bhagavan. This is the meaning of Bhagavan. Yeah, and the Lord comes and he sends his devotees to teach that how to become truly happy and not just, when you become, see, devotee is our nature. It's a misunderstanding to think that we're anything else. If you think I don't want to be a servant. What is this? I want to be a king. Oh, come on, man. What are you a king in this world? You're serving the modes of nature. You're bewildered. Bill Gates is not a king. He thinks he's a king. He's a servant. He's a servant of control. He's a servant of wanting to be in, he wants to be in control. He's a slave in that sense, slave of control. I'm not a slave of control. I let the Lord, I'm free. I don't have to, it takes a lot of work to control, doesn't it? Oh my God, a lot of energy. Your whole life is off of that. Then you come back again when you're not in control, what happens? You got fear. That's why he's always want more control, because he's afraid. Because you got to end up controlling everything. This is the world. This is the illusion. Some people are exaggerating it now. You know, Hiranyakashipu was also, he wanted to be, it wasn't enough to conquer one kingdom. He had to conquer the whole universe. He still wasn't happy. He had to have the money. See, like Bill Gates, say, you know, what's the difference between those guys? They want control everything, and they want all the money, and they're still not happy. Look at this. Happiness is here, just talking about the truth, chanting the name of God and the qualities of God. You know, the excitement is here. You know, the truth is here. The opulence is Bhagavan is here. That's why people are satisfied. I'm not out there. I'm not going to work my ass off to develop, you know, attain billions of dollars or controlling everything. I don't even want to control things here. You know, I let the Lord, all I want to do is let's just get together, have one mind and be in the controller. Let him do his job. It's his job. You know, everybody has his, I'm not here to control like that. Yeah. You know, it's already handled. You see, the whole world is going, you know, in pot in a sense, because people, they think they got to control it. They got to, you know, they think that they're going to run out of resources. What? The Lord makes them like that. It's miracles. This is a miracle place. Everything's a miracle here. And this is the guy. They don't know. They want to be in control. See, this is this Maya illusion. That's why, you know, now, you know, Bill Gates is worried about if cows fart. Can you believe this? Talk about an obsessive. The guy should be locked up in an insane asylum. And these guys are running the country. Can you imagine worried about cows farting to mess up the atmosphere? Or going around, you know, that sludge stuff? They think they're going to run out of water. There's no problem with water. And oh yeah, we got to take all the shit water, all the pee and urine, everything, and turn it into water to drink. And not only that, put it on the land for the vegetables. And then we're going to eat this and drink this. And he goes out there. I'm just using, thank you, Bill Gates, for being an example. Of stupidity. We want to show you the guy with all that money and all this control and all this fame, being to many people, he's very infamous, but to a lot of people, he's famous, right? Yeah. See, all that fame, he's out there drinking that sludge. I saw him on the video. He goes over there where they make the shit water and the pee and urine and turn it into water. You know, very good. I'm going to have everybody drink this and eat this in their food. Because I'm afraid we're going to lose control. Oh my God. And we're going to run out of resources. So I got to buy up all the farms in the world. No farms for anybody but me. Because I'm the only one who can control it right. See, people like that you should lock up, but they don't. They have them run the world now. Right? Get these guys to run the world. Yeah, that's why it's being destroyed by people like this. But what does this do? People like that running. After a while, people think, oh, I was trying to make a wonderful home here. And these guys spoil it. They're taking all that land. I worked all my life, you know, because I wanted to make a plan. See, we read that yesterday. Make a plan to live here forever, you know, and these guys are spoiled. They're taking away my land and my houses because Soros is there saying, you're going to own nothing and be happy. And you'll be happy. Oh, my plans are not working out. Yeah, good. That's the Lord. You see, the Lord's working behind these guys. See, how about making a plan to become self-realized? How about making a plan to get in touch with your soul. That's the plan here, man. We got, right? Isn't this the plan? We want to be in touch soul. We want a soul with supreme soul, understand our real position in life. This is opulence. This is Bhagavan. One who possesses opulence. The Lord says, oh, you got the real truth like I got the truth. I'm going to give you the truth like I got it. Just come in the line. Listen to my devotees who I empower with these truths. They possess me. I possess them. How else can you be a medium? How can you be a speaker for the Lord unless he possesses you? And the Lord says, oh, it's a two-way street. You also possess me. That's how the Lord is. He's not a prick. Like these no, we want to possess you, but you don't possess us. Isn't that what they do? This is the Maya, wants to make you a slave. Okay? A slave, and the Lord wants to set us free. Yeah, I'll possess you, but you'll also possess me. That's true love. Isn't it? You can open your mouth and the Lord appears. Oh, your possession, your prized possession appears. Oh, yeah, this is happiness, isn't it? Isn't that where gratefulness comes? Is that relationship? Isn't anybody that is in touch with that? Isn't that the source of great happiness? Is when you connect with God, with that Lord, with the Christ, with the Krishna. And then, oh, wow, it's so nice to be with you. How would you like to do that every day? How would you like to go deeper into that and become more grateful and more ecstatic? Realizing the Lord more and more in the intimacy with God. Wow, it's, you know how it's nice to, when you get to know people, you know, in a relationship. And it's hard work usually and all that, but the more you know them, you're bonding with them closer and closer. This is a shadow of what it is to do this with God, to know him more and more every day. Because we're built for that, because we're spirit, not this thing to, well, let me go know so-and-so every day more, and you just know more about their material personality and their material feelings, and it's not always so good. I remember I was in a relationship with a woman. She was so beautiful, man. It was in Santa Cruz. I remember, so beautiful. I felt so good, man. She's such a beauty. She was so, I felt, my God, I got a real beauty here. And I was there. And after 4 months of, you know, she once says, now I'm going to show you my real self. Ooh, was she a witch? She said, I'm actually a witch. She told me that. She used to wake up. I was wondering, we were sleeping in bed, and she used to wake up. Not wake up. She was in her dreams like this, horrible things. I'm not saying everybody's like, but this is my. People have more or less stuff like this. We think the Maya is going to satisfy us. This is the essence. We have an illusion about these things. But a little more experience, you see what it is, ultimately. It all 2 fingers too short. Everything. Trying to, I'm going to get this, and you're always, it's a carrot, you know. And the donkey's always, we're all donkeys going after that carrot in the Maya. And it never really works out. It's getting entertaining today a little bit, huh? So, Bhaga means opulence, and thus Vat. Oh, we read that. Okay. Now, what are the opulences? You have got, every one of you have got the idea of opulences. See, we do. We like opulences. See, what are those opulences? Wealth, riches, strength, and influence, and fame, and beauty, and knowledge, and renunciation. See, you look at people, wow, he's a great sage. He's renounced. You know, he's a yogi. My, I wish I could do that. Oh, look at Radhanath, man. He can live in a cave. He wrote a whole book about that, man. I lived in a cave, you know. Wow, he's so opulent, man. Whoa, I'll never be like that. No, you'll never be a pure devotee like Radhanath, right? No. Well, here's good news, man. You come here, we'll make you a pure devotee. Better than Radhanath. And I'm not telling a lie. Radhanath doesn't cry Lalita. She's better than that. I'm telling you. Am I wrong? Is this offensive to tell the truth? What? She's got more opulence than Radhanath. You ever see, go look at any videos. See if she cries more than him. Or Jayapataka or any of these big gurus out there. Because to me, this is opulence. This is wealth. And I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you what God thinks. You think God is thinking opulence is having a big position like one of these gurus out there? You think he thinks that's opulence? Or having a lot of followers? No, only they think that's opulence. That's an illusion. Only she knows what opulence is. It's crying for Krishna, laughing like a mad woman. That's opulence. That's what the Lord does. Didn't he do that when he was here, Lord Chaitanya? So who has more the real opulence? This is a logical discussion, right? I'm not lying here. We're just thinking. We put on our thinking caps here. The Lord gives us one. What is real opulence? Well, what the Lord demonstrates. Not what these guys, they're not showing the real opulence. There's a lot of followers and all this. No, the real opulence is demonstrated by the witnesses here, showing that Gohar is not a madman. He's distributing the real opulence of the Lord. Ecstatic love, isn't that opulence there, Lalita? Is that worth more than money? Worth more than a bunch of followers?
It's everything. It's everything.
You bring Radhanath here. Let's have a discussion. And you bring that a big Acharya Day with a big title. You bring him here. I want to talk to these guys. You think real opulence is having a big head full of knowledge and juggling the scriptures? Whoa, look at this man. He can talk really good. Or is real opulence ecstatic worship like Lord Chaitanya showed? Or like people are demonstrating here that we're in the real line. We're in the line. We're in line with what? With Lord Chaitanya. He loved to chant the ecstasy. You know, and because of that, he had very clear knowledge. Uncommon Krishna conscious realization. Don't you think this is uncommon Krishna conscious realization? You think this comes from study? You think this from study of the Vedas and all this memorization? I haven't memorized anything. No, this ecstatic worship, man. That's real opulence. That's real money in the bank. Look what Jesus was talking about. Man, don't go after what the worldly stuff that moth and dust corrupts. Put your spirit, invest in spirit, man. Associate with those who are in spirit. Then your spirit will come out. Like I talked to Amy yesterday. Her spirit was coming out from inside, very beautiful. She started sparkling. See, now she's becoming ornamented with sparkles from inside. We're meant to shine. You start to realize what Jesus is talking about. If you have a light, don't put a shade over it, man. Just let it shine. You can do that. Now you see devotees here getting more and more strong. Their light is shining now. Go right on Facebook, get the tomatoes, and they before they were like bullets, and now they're just like they just squash on you a little bit, and you say, "Oh, that's my ornament." See, this is the great contentment. Is what Saint Francis said. Just throw all those tomatoes at me, let them squash on me. I said, "Oh, yeah, see, I'm doing the Lord's work." Isn't that nice there, Lalita, when they say, "Oh, you're a demon. Oh, you're such a devil. Oh, look at this." Everybody projects. This is what you learn when you start to realize the real Bhagavan, the Lord. When he becomes your opulence, you see that everybody's projecting in this world. We see that in the world. All these leftists, these lefters, these Democrats, they're just projecting their fears. They want to, you notice they have this big thing about control, and they want government, more government. See, more control. Yeah, control us, comply. We're woke. All this stuff is so childish. But that's what they're just caught up in that. That's the Lord's Maya. Here you become woke. You come here. Well, you want to be woke. You come here, we'll wake you up. You'll be more woke than you ever could dream about. You want to control? Oh, you want control? Oh boy, you come here, you'll be able to control God. You open your mouth and God comes and you're happy. Oh, the Lord is here. Oh, it's great. Let us just kiss. Everybody wants to kiss. Even Bill Gates with all his money, he can't kiss God. Every day I just open my mouth and I just love. It's just, you didn't know, you're just seeing a love affair. That's all he's doing. When you see any devotee here chanting in ecstasy, they're kissing the Lord. Oh, you didn't know there's a kissing business going on. It's spirit to spirit. The Lord, that's all he wants. He wants to kiss his devotees. And when you get with the real program, man, you'll be very happy. Yeah, he wants to kiss me. I want to kiss him too. Oh, there you go. Self-realization for that person. You could be a waitress, you could be a bad housewife, or a lousy guitar player. Just learn to kiss God and you'll be happy. You could be hooked on a machine, doesn't matter. Just learn to kiss God and you'll be happy. They said chant and be happy. They didn't know. No. It's not really chanting. It's kissing God and be happy. That's what I mean. That's the essence, man. That is chant and be happy thing is when you really go deep in it, it's kissing the Lord and being happy. With you're using your mouth, but see, it's spirit. People can't see it. They think, oh, the guy's just chanting. No. I'm actually kissing the Lord. He's kissing me back. That's why it's so good. That's why it's so ecstatic. I'm here to tell the truth, man. I'm here to squeal on all the secrets of my God. I got the order, Prabhupada. This has full approval, man. This stuff. Full approval. I am going with it, man. I'm not holding back. I'm going to tell you these things that nobody knows. You think Jayapataka knows this? You think Radhanath knows this? You think do you think they've even dreamed of saying these things? They can't even dream of it. That's why if they come here, their mouth would go. And all their thousands of followers go. What's going on there? What's going on? What are they doing? What are they kissing God? What is that? That's Maya. That's illusion. Oh, yeah. Well, you go and you follow your truth, and I'll follow mine. I like mine, gives me more happiness. I've been there and done that with you guys. That's not of a standard like this. Okay, so see, what are these opulences? We're losing our crowd here. What are those opulences? Wealth. And real wealth is not, see, we'll go right to the essence, man. Real wealth of God is not money, is not buildings, is not followers. Real wealth of the Lord is bhakti, devotion. That's why he wants us to have this awakened, this bhakti, so he can relate to us. Otherwise, where's the relation? It's indirect. It's through his maya. It doesn't make him happy, and it doesn't make us happy. He wants direct relationship. See, that's real wealth. See, that's where you come here, you hear what real you'll be. See, this causes a revolution in the misdirected lives of people, even gurus. Even gurus think that real wealth is having a bunch of followers. Can you imagine that? The real wealth is being an acharya like Prabhupada. No, that just comes with the territory of having the real wealth of love for God. That's real wealth. That puts you in possession of the Lord. Otherwise, nobody possesses the Lord without bhakti. You think Radha, the only reason why Radha possesses Krishna is because of her love. Her love gives her possession of all the wealth of Bhagavan, which is his happiness, his beauty. All this stuff is revealed because of the strength of her love. She feels and experiences a happiness that nobody knows. See? So we're here to get a piece of that action. See? That lifestyle. See? There's no better lifestyle than loving Bhagavan. That's real wealth. See? So this is we're just telling you what real wealth is. Nobody knows. Is anybody teaching? Any gurus teaching this stuff? See? You only can teach it if you know what real wealth is, if you experience what real wealth is, if you relish real wealth, if you play in that wealth. You ever see these people? They're all their wealth playing with their wealth, man. You know, usually they do it in secret. Ah, this is wealth to me. Very see, yeah. They play in secret. Here we play with our wealth publicly. It's so pure. You think silver and gold is pure? 99.9% pure? See, they like the idea of purity is great. No, this is the purity. Playing with Krishna. Publicly showing how this is real wealth in the world and busting the illusion that wealth is some material thing out there that people are hoarding. Resources. They're hoarding resources. Bill Gates, we got to hoard all the resources because we're going to run out. I don't run out of wealth. My wealth of Krishna is always expanding. The relationship deepening. Oh, this is the real wealth. Talking about truth is real wealth, man. Throwing it all around. Throwing this truth all over Facebook. Throwing it to the gurus, give them a little bit there. They think real wealth is something else. All their followers, they're prancing around the stage with a big false ego and a big stick. Hey, real wealth. This is wealth. Truth, ecstasy. Hey, sufficient riches. Let's see. Wealth, riches. See, wealth, riches. Riches. What are you rich in? Rich in bhakti, rich in devotion, rich in truth. See, that's riches. You know, Lord Chaitanya, when he heard a verse about the Bhagavatam, the essence of truth, quoted by Maharaj Prataparudra, you're giving me real wealth. See, these are riches. These are mellows or riches. Tasting these verses, it's like you're rich. You know, you have the ability to taste this. Otherwise, you got no money. No money. See, people, you got no money, can't buy anything. You got no taste, man. No awakened taste that you get from a rich person here. You get this taste. Now you can taste the riches of mellows, of bhakti, self-realization. See, you know, you can win souls, back to the kingdom. You can be the best of philanthropists. You got power to do that. And these guys, they're just going, that Bill Gates, he carries around a bottle of turds. You never ever see that? I was watching a video. The guy carries turds around with him. This is how crazy you get with all that money and all that control and all that fame he gets being the public figure. That's what you get. You carry turds around and you drink water made of piss and urine and shit. I saw him drink it. Whoa, what an idiot. This is what you get by serving Maya. Are you ready for and that's called intelligence? No, it's not. So I only say this because you can change, and at least maybe your followers can change if they realize that you're following the wrong person there. You need to follow those who know things as they are. See, that's intelligent. All right, what does Amy say there? Read, Tom.
That whole woke thing is so silly. This is woke. if you don't understand and live this reality, then you are far from woke. And even still, it is easy to drift back off to sleep sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's all this stuff here. Woke, see, this is all shadow here. This is shadow of the truth. Woke is this. Woke is to the truth, man. What is life really about? What is the whole thing? See, people are crippled because they only know half. They only know the Maya. Okay? They only know the illusion. So then you're caught up in it. Here, you know about the illusion and you know what is really true forever. See, so we lean over here. See, we lean into spirit. We lean into the Lord. See what happens? Now you get nothing but boons. Nothing. Now you get nothing but true happiness. We're leaning into the transcendental Lord. He's spirit, right? You lean over here. You lean into matter, into inauspiciousness. Can you imagine? People don't know that. Bill Gates doesn't know that with all his money, with all his control and all his fame. You know, and I'll tell you, let's take it further. These gurus don't know it either very well. Their followers don't know it, because if you do, you would be leaning over where? Into Satchitananda. You would lean into the Ananda. And if you don't have it yourself, which most don't, you would lean into the devotees and learn from them, because from their Ananda, they know the essence of truth. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Only they know. And you don't know with all your big knowledge. See, you think, oh yeah, I'm going to study all these things and everything, and I'll give a great class, and I'll collect a lot of followers. That's what they do. Well, he must be a representative of Krishna because he knows so much, and he's got a big title, big PhD. And all that. That ain't enough. Or he's been voted in, or he's dressed nice, or he took sannyas from so and so. That ain't enough. See? That ain't enough. We need the mercy that comes through the real line. You don't take this mercy, then you don't get this. You'll just stay with that. Oh, okay. Stay with that for how many lifetimes you want. Stay with that for how your followers. You can stay with that for how many lifetimes you want. See? But this is real. This is substantial. Go ahead, Tom. What do you want to say?
Yes, the word rich, I looked up, it also means move in a straight line. So the word rich, it means move. It comes from the root word reg, move in a straight line. So you said line.
Yeah.
Come in
Yeah.
line.
See, this line is straight, like an arrow, like a laser, straight into the truth. Not going around like this, you know, and speculating and kind of, you know, directing and misdirecting, you know. No, straight, right there. Cut to the chase, man. Right into the kingdom of God. Yeah, Bhakti Lata Beach. You come here, you listen, and you go through stuff. You know, things happen spontaneously. Everything becomes easily available. The purification too, easily. You know how many people sit in this vipassana to meditate, you know, so that stuff happens inside. They sit in there and then things start to come up, you know, and then, but it's so hard and difficult. They got to do this 10 days sitting, not doing anything, just to get, and it's hard to deal with. And then they go crazy a lot of times. Here is very easy. Come sadhu sangha, have a great time. And when you're not having a great time, you're purifying. That stuff is happening. A lot of people think, I can't. I remember Rivers used to complain, oh, I can't do my service. I can't do my service. I said, this is your service, purifying. Okay? Yeah, no, stick with what's happening here. Don't think that that's, I can't do it. I've got all this stuff going. No, that's your service, man. Just stay in the fire, man. Stay in the frying pan. You're cooking. See, made easy. You don't have to go after it and meditate to bring stuff up and go through things and all. Yeah, well, this is easy meditate. It's very attractive. And then when you're not attracted, you're just purifying. Simple. Oh, what happened? Oh, I did something wrong. I should have done that. All right. Oops. Okay. All right.
Was Tom reading
All
now?
right.
Because the electricity fell out here. I was gone.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know for a few minutes. So was
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
reading?
Yeah. I'm reading. Still.
Oh, you're reading. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And also, Tom, I get him to go ahead there. Read a little bit, Tom. Read that statement there.
Come to sadhusanga, have a great time, and when you aren't having a great time, you are purifying. That is so simple and great. It's win-win.
I'm telling you, man, the Lord. Yeah. This truth is so true and so actually ultimately attractive because it's not going to get any, well, it will get easier than this. But right now, this is really fantastic. This method, the Lord is making it more and more clear and easier. So, wait a second. Let's see here. Read this, Tom.
People want a bhakti lata beach and a field to grow the seeds.
Yeah, see, Bhakti Lata B, some people may have it from a past life or, in this life, they got it from association. But the field is really important. See, you need the place to grow it. Otherwise, it doesn't grow. I mean, many of us tried it in Vaidhi, to be around Vaishnavas who, if they're just into the rule mentality and regulations and everything, if they see any feeling for God, they think it's weird and it's not a great place to grow anything, and that's called religion, material motive. It's not. People they start to they're not purified enough. So we're very fortunate to have this situation because it's welcome. It's welcome that people purify. It's welcome that people feel ecstasy and are like that. This is the Lord. That's the Lord, and we're welcoming the Lord. See, the Lord came to accept the path of ecstatic devotional service. That's this. So, richness has got attraction. We cannot deny it. Of course, for Krishna, we can do anything. We have no restriction. For Krishna's service, we can do everything. So, anyway, richness, if a man is very rich, wealthy, he attracts. That is the in this. Yeah, if a man is rich and wealthy, he attracts. Yeah, same thing. But you see, a lot of people they don't know this is riches. So some people do. So that's why the Lord, this message is attractive to those who are meant to come to this. Oh yeah, this is wealth, God, relationship with God. Yeah, this is what I want. See? A lot of people, they give you the illusion they want it, but they actually want something else. This is called hypocrisy. In religion, there's a lot of that going on. In the Boy Scouts, did you read the article in the Boy Scouts? Everything. This is the apocalypse or something. All untruths, all weird things are coming out. And the Boy Scouts went bankrupt because there are all these pedophiles in there. See, it's not pure. The people they go and they have material motive. See, so they go to the boys. The Boy Scouts supposed to be a place for boys to grow up and everything, and the pedophiles go in there, and they have a big suit. 90,000 people who were raped, little boys in there. So they went bankrupt. They can't pay it all that money. What do you think is going on in religion? You think you go to get God, but all these materially motivated persons go in there and take positions of power, and you're following them, you stupid fools. Are you ready to get out of that? Come over here. We'll straighten your thinking out. What do you think these politicians? You think these Bill Gates and all these guys are pure-hearted? Oh, come on, man. I was watching this guy. He's going like this. He answers questions. He goes like this, hiding, all this body language, and he's going like this. And like, yes, what is this? And people listen to that. They believe it. They don't see, This is called Maya. You're controlled by the illusion. You ready to wake up? Get out of that? I have nothing against him. I just know things. It's just the Lord shows me these things. See, when you lean towards spirit and who you really are, then you see what you really aren't. And you see what people really are and who they aren't. See, this is the thing. The Lord gives you. See, you go lean towards the truth. See, the truth is that we're spirit souls and we're related to the transcendental Lord, not some material conception of Krishna or Christ. See, this is why I love the Vaishnava devotional scriptures. They're wonderful. They teach, you have to learn to taste that transcendental form of the Lord to the point of tears. You got to taste his name. You got to relish his name. See? And you got to get automatically you get real knowledge, and you share that with people and liberate them. Then when they hear from you, they hear what they were reading in the book but couldn't understand. Okay, anybody want to say? Open your mouths. I could see you're holding back now. I'm learning how to see these things. Okay, read this then. If you guys can't say anything, then Amy, read that there, Tom.
Come on to Sadhusanga.
I was gonna say something, but you took me off.
You did that one.
Hey, your sound is bad. Your sound is bad. Just mute yourself. Your sound is horrible. Okay, go ahead, Tom.
We did that one.
Oh, we did that one already. Okay, sorry about that. Here, read this.
The devil loves to infiltrate in religious circles. Spiritual persons from outside, dark motivations inside. Spiritual persons from outside, dark motivations inside. That's why there is so much abuse on all levels.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, so they are mixed. They are mixed. They are not pure.
Yeah.
Not at all. On the contrary.
Yeah. Hey, so River, is your friend still there?
No, but my parents have just come.
Oh, nice. You want to read something? Hey, hello, Hare Krishna.
Hello, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everyone.
Jai Guru Nanak.
Jai Guru Nanak. Yeah, I will. I just need to go upstairs, Maharaj.
Okay. Read some Chaitanya Bhagavat. So let's see. Read this, Tom.
Prabhupada, Bhakti means when you engage all your senses in the service of Rishikesh. That is bhakti. But that we cannot. We say, oh, I have got this duty, I have got that duty. Not 100% engaged.
Yeah, again, this is kind of bitey thing. You just gotta force myself to do all. Come on, just forget about all that stuff, man. That's 50 years ago, preaching, getting people. Just come here and enjoy sadhu sangha. No big deal. You got to engage yourself 24 hours a day. You won't be able to do it anyway. You'll end up becoming an insane person stuck in the. I've seen these people. Hey, Krishna, 24 hours a day, and they're in nuts. Forget about it. Just get the taste, man, and live a normal life and do your duties and come to sadhu sangha. That's the teaching of Lord Chaitanya and Ramananda Roy. You can engage in any ashram or whatever you are and just come and hear from self-realized souls who know the God is spirit, man, and they are in possession of Bhagavad. Just hear them, and the Lord is so pleased with you, everything works out in your life. And you do what you can do. You can listen to like this. Yeah, I mean, it works. See? Otherwise, you end up being like a lot of these Prabhupada disciples, pretty miserable. They don't look too happy to me, and they're preaching this dry line, very dry line stuff.
Here it's natural from the source, spontaneous.
Yeah. It's natural from the source. You come here, have a good time. And when you're not, you're purifying, and then go and do your duties. You got a kid, you got this, you got that, go do that, and then keep coming to sadhu sangha. Keep, all the Lord is waiting for you to enjoy this worship, to relish this, to relish him. He is this worship. He is this understanding. He is this name. Enjoy hearing and chanting like this. And that's the main thing. Then you're better off than these guys trying to artificially, all day long. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Dry. I've been in India, man. I see these guys, big, dark face, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, with the bead bag in their hand, always to show that they're engaged. And they're not happy. Not like this. And it's always the same thing. It's so hard to serve Krishna. Yeah. So you got to find those who are blissed out because they're really with God, man. They're really, really with God. They love to be with the Lord. They love to be with the truth. They love to speak the truth. They love to chant the Lord's name and taste that truth. Taste these truths, to share these jewels with people. Hey, that's the main thing. There's all these people, they come to Bhagavan, they're sitting on the parikram bath. They're coming to Bhagavan. Yes, Bhagavan is Govardhan Hill. They're coming to Govardhan. What are they looking for? And then they sit there and then don't even chant, a lot of them. They're sitting there, money, wait, this guy was going to give me something. Maybe this guy will give me something. And maybe they all day long, is this guy going to give me something? That's their mantra. Is that it? And all day long they're doing that. Dry, see, dry. See? So here we spark an interest for people. Hey, man, you want something? Hey, you come here, you're going to get God. You're going to get the source of everything that the demigods and the sages don't know. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get the son of Maharaj Nanda. You're going to be able to taste his name and relationship that he has with his father, with his mother, with his beloveds, with his intimate servants. That's money in the bank, man. That's opulence. I was wondering where she was. There she is. There we go, man. We'll add you to the stream. You like being in the slipstream? Yeah. Are you ready there? Go for it. So read whatever you want.
So I just finished chapter 6 this morning, so I'm going to start with chapter 7, Ananta Kunda, chapter 7, pastimes
Okay.
with Gadaha Pandit. Is that okay?
All right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why is this so high? I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master and friend, Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Hari Das, who is my Diksha and Siksha Guru, who has opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge, so I can always, for eternity, distinguish in this material world the illusion from truth, for the benefit of myself and others. All glories to Srila Gaura Haridas Paramahamsa Maharaj Saint, Avadut, Acharya of this age. All glories to Nityananda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya. All glories to Shrimati Radha. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. All glories to you. All glories to all the devotees, intimate devotees in the Sangha of Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Haridas, and all intimate devotees of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Oh, for God. Sri Advaita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. All glories to all exalted personalities. Please join me in this reading and help me with this reading so I can understand the depth of your beautiful word. Jai, Jai Shila Gora Hari. Jai Shila.
See, this is opulence. That's opulence right there. That's money in the bank.
Oh. Okay. Ananta Kanda, chapter 7. Pastimes with Sri Gadadhar Pandit. All glory to the Supreme Lord, Sri Gaurachandra. All glory to the Supreme Lord, Sri Gaurachandra, the Lord of Vaikuntha. All glory to Sri Nityananda, the embodiment of devotional service. All glory to Sri Nityananda, the embodiment of devotional service. All glory to Sri Gaurasundra, the beloved Lord of Sri Advaita Acharya and Srila Srivas Thakur. He is the life and soul of Srila Gadadhar Pandit and Srila Jagannanda, and Sri Jagannanda. All glory to Sri Gaurasundra, the beloved Lord of Sri Advaita Acharya and Srila Srivas Thakur. He is the life and soul of Srila Gadadhar Pandit and Sri Jagannanda. He is also the life and soul of Sri Paramananda Puri, the most precious treasure of Srila Svarup Damodar, the divine benefactor of Sri Vikshasvar Pandit, and the enchanter of Sri Pundarik Vijanini. He is the dear master of Sri Govinda. O Lord, kindly shower your merciful glance upon the conditioned soul. Okay. He is also the life and soul of Sri Paramananda Puri, the most precious treasure of Srila Svarup Damodar, the divine benefactor of Sri Vikshasvar Pandit, and the enchanter of Sri Pundarik Vijanini. He is the dear master of Sri Govinda. Sri Govinda, O Lord, kindly shower your merciful glance upon this conditioned soul. Sri Nityananda roamed about in Navadvip with his associate, performing continuous kirtan, and thus he was always submerged in the ocean of bliss and prema bhakti. The Sankirtan group only devotional engagement. The Sankirtan group's only devotional engagement was dancing and singing for the pleasure of Krishna. As in Gokula, Balaram went with his friends from house to house, bringing joy to all the residents. Similarly, Nityananda manifested the transcendental happiness of Gokula in Navadvip. Sri Nityananda roamed about in Navadvip with his associates, performing continuous kirtan, and thus he was always submerged in the ocean of bliss and prema bhakti. The Sankirtan group's only devotional engagement was dancing and singing for the pleasure of Krishna. As in Gokula, Balaram with his friends from house to house, bringing joy to all the residents. Similarly, Nityananda manifested the transcendental happiness of Gokula in Navadvip. One day, I'm going to say something about that. Been associating now with Maharaj for 4 years, nearly every day, and hearing these words of absolute truth from a bona fide spiritual man. And not immersing myself 24 hours a day, but more and more I've gradually been listening to Maharaj, being more attracted to the words of absolute truth, less and less attracted to doing anything out there. So this lockdown is fine. It's fine by me, really. And the more, it's like Balaram, he said something to me yesterday about, remembering Krishna when one is leaving the body, and I don't have that yet, but I have it so much more than before, of remembering Krishna, and Krishna just or the Maha Mantra just starts singing inside you, and how it helps you with ailments as well, and more gradually more and more immersing in these scriptures. And yeah, because who knows what we're going to be thinking when we're going to leave this body. Hopefully it's going to be about Krishna, the spiritual world, Maharaj, the devotees, any of that. What great exalted personalities to look up to and be inspired by as well. Okay. One day, the Supreme Lord Nityananda Prabhu intensely desired to meet Sri Gaurachandra. Thus, he begged leave from Sachimata and proceeded towards Sri Nilachai Puri. By the divine arrangement of Sri Chaitanya, Nityananda's associates were constantly Nityananda's associates were constantly relishing the holy names, qualities, and pastimes of Sri Chaitanya, and thus always experienced the great ecstasy. They exhibited spiritual symptoms like roaring, shouting, dancing, weeping, etc., always singing the glories of the Lord the entire way from Navadvip, always singing the glories of the Lord the entire way from Navadvip. They arrived near Nilachai Puri after a few days. In Kamalapuri, Nityananda, upon seeing the palace, entered into an ecstatic trance. In Kamalapuri, Nityananda, upon seeing the palace, entered into an ecstatic trance, shedding profuse tears of prema and constantly loudly calling out, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, wow. The Lord sojourned in a flower garden for a few days. The Lord, I think, stayed in a flower garden for a few days, sojourned. Who can know the mind of Nityananda and other than the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya? Who can know the mind of Nityananda other than the Supreme Lord, Sri Chaitanya? Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya. Upon hearing about the arrival of Nityananda, immediately left for Ikshasvar, and founding in deep trance. Upon hearing about the arrival of Nityananda, immediately left alone for Ikshasvara, and founding in deep trance. So Lord Chaitanya found Nityananda in deep bliss of meditation. Greatest thing, I think Maharaj said something this morning. The greatest thing is to meditate on the Lord. The hardest thing is to meditate on nothing. It's not possible. Sitting there trying to meditate on nothing. You can't stop the mind, but you can focus on the Lord, and that becomes the mind. Wonderful. Gaurasundra began to recite beautiful verses in glorification of Nityananda as he continuously circumambulated Nityananda, who was still deeply steeped in meditation. Whosoever hears the verses that emanated from the transcendental mind of Gaurachandra will surely develop love and attachment for Nityananda. Let Sri Nityananda accept the hand of a Muslim woman in marriage or enter. Okay. Let Sri Nityananda accept the hand of a Muslim woman in marriage or enter a drinking den. His lotus feet remain worthy of the worship of Lord Brahma. Sri Chaitanya continuously chanted this verse in a state of sheer ecstasy. Went around Sri Nityananda. Okay. I'm going to read that one again. Whosoever hears the verses that emanated from the transcendental mouth of Gaurachandra will surely develop love and attachment for Nityananda. Let Sri Nityananda accept the hand of a Muslim woman in marriage or enter the drinking den. His lotus feet remain worthy of the worship of Lord Brahma. Sri Chaitanya continuously chanted.
Yeah, you see, this is the thing. This is how powerful bhakti is, devotion. Nityananda was the personification of real devotion, love of God, and therefore, you're not touched by the things that other people are slammed by in the Maya because of this bhakti. It's so powerful, so wonderful, and he's in his relationship with God, and it's a spiritual relationship. This is what we're teaching here: how to be set free. And that's why the Lord is so, he's praising these truths, like, yeah, Nityananda. And a lot of people don't know. What is he talking about? Yeah, why they only see the surface. Nityananda was free because of bhakti, this devotion, this ecstatic worship. And anybody else will be that free. You think it's just for Nityananda? It's for you out there, you know? You're not jerked around by the minds of politicians and doctors and motivated people, because you're free in that bliss. That bliss is God, and you're free in the Lord, in the bliss of this worship. It's the most wonderful thing being offered to this world again. You know, yeah, and so the Lord is praising that. Yeah, yeah, get shelter in the line, man. Become free like that. Whether you go in a bar or eat this or don't eat that, you don't have to be living on a mental plane. Oh, do you eat this or do you eat that or don't eat, this? It's all in the mind now. See, you're free in that ecstatic bliss, uh, that worship, that intimacy with God, that opulence. I can't see anybody because I'm outdoors
The sun.
stretching.
I was reading the last chapter, and it was talking about how Devaki, she wanted to see her sons again, and they were Lord Chaitanya was trying to allow this Brahmana who he went to school with, so he could understand Nityananda. He could not fathom why his behavior was the way he was, and he was talking about Nityananda and how Devaki's sons, they were actually weren't they cursed by Brahma himself, his father, for laughing at them? They were laughing, and he's no
Yes,
matter what
yeah,
Lord Brahma does, it doesn't. He's an exalted personality, an expansion of Krishna, and no matter what he does may seem right or wrong, you cannot laugh or ridicule them. And the same with Nityananda, really. He did all of these activities and people judged him, this is wrong and this is right. But unless you
yeah,
and he wore different clothes as well. He was renounced and wore all of these jewels, and you're supposed to have no money when you're renounced.
yeah,
The fact that we are like that. We're like Nityananda because we go around doing all sorts of things, and we could, I'm an ecstatic devotee now, but on the outside, people can see me doing all sorts of things, and they can just judge me like we are judged, in from Vaidis because of the way we dress, because of the way we speak, because of the way, but they don't see what's inside. What's inside, the Lord is inside of us, like the Lord is in Nityananda, and he can, you don't know unless it's revealed to you by a bona fide spiritual master. You have to go to the bona fide spiritual master to understand and receive this information and gift to realize who the Lord is. And in that story, the Brahmana goes to Lord Chaitanya to understand who Lord Nityananda is. He couldn't fathom it by himself. He couldn't. What's this? Renounced person doing? And Nityananda explained to him that he's such an exalted personality, the Lord himself, that it doesn't matter what he does. He doesn't have to follow any rules or regulations. And it just reminds me of you, Maharaj, because, you're an exalted personality and you reveal all of these things to us. I couldn't fathom them on my own. And I can understand how people just read the surface of the book instead of going deep and just follow that surface mentality of the book. And I was just talking about how it's really not nice to understand the pastimes and how they are happening right now. They're all happening right now as well. And to always come back to you, and relay what you are giving to us and the devotees as well. I'm getting really hot now. I'll carry on reading more.
no. Wait. I want to talk a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Yeah. With the Christians, many that are really getting it, they know they're free in Christ. They're free. They don't need any religion to order them around and tell them what to do so much. So the more free you are in this worship, in spirit and truth, the more you're free from obligation to follow things that are on the mental platform. You know, to control your behavior, control. That's the mode of goodness, is that control level. So the more ecstatic you become, the more uh, devotion that awakens in your heart for God in intimacy, the more free you become like the Lord. The Lord he's not obligated to follow rules or regulation. He may do it, you know, to set an example at times. And same thing with Vaishnavas. But the truth is, they're free. They're free. And so the teaching here is you have to see this freedom. So that's why it's more avadutish here, and not, you know, because
Yeah.
people, if you only see sannyasi examples, you end up thinking that it's by being sannyasi that you're liberated, and it's so hard to do that, and that's why you see so many hypocrites, and they're not really sannyasis. Most of them, they're just all imitating, and they just think, well, sannyasis get respect, and they'll listen to us, and we can jerk them around, you know, manipulate them, and all this stuff, and all these motives. So the truth is, man, you know, Lord Chaitanya came, Jesus came. They came to give us this devotional spirit, you know, awaken that. And then you're free in that. You're free. And, you know, just naturally you act like I mean, you know, even though I don't follow strictly rules or regulations, I don't go out and cause harm to people. You know, it's just in you. You know, I don't even like, I have ants sitting around here. I don't like to step on them. I don't go out and do, you know, I mean, you just naturally become a decent person. You know, you don't need a bunch of rules to make you a decent person when you have bhakti. And you don't have to like go overboard and, you know, show that you're following all these rules and regulations and all that stuff. And then you miss the point. It's the fluff, man. It's all in the mind. Bhakti is the essence. And getting this is the essence. Right? You know? And when you get this, then you understand. Like you're understanding now. You're the more free you're free in this intimacy with God. This is what all these ISKCON devotees need to know. You know, it's not about, you know, how many rules they followed perfectly all their lives. No, how much intimacy have you developed? Do you know that that is the essence? Because if they did, then they could come to the devotees, those rare devotees like here, who have that intimacy. And now you're in the real line. The real line is the intimate devotees and associates of Lord Chaitanya. They have this ecstatic bhakti. Nobody else does, you know, unless you're a devotee of a real line, a real ecstatic line. They're the ones who are really free. This is, I tell you, this is a really important point. It's the essence of Chaitanya Bhagavat that you're reading, and why the Lord is saying that. Even if Nityananda goes in a bar or he marries a Muslim woman, doesn't matter. He's not obligated by the rules and regulations because of his ecstasy, his ecstatic, intimate worship. He's free, you know? Even if he did something sinful, because of this bhakti is so powerful, it's like a little mosquito going into that blue light thing, you know, and it zaps it. It's gone, you know? This is the essence. And if people can understand this, you get away from all that fluff and all those distractions and just go right into it. This is the time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
The time.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to say a couple. Can't see anything.
Sri Chaitanya continuously chanted this verse and in a state of sheer ecstasy went around Sri Nityananda. Nityananda, coming out of his trance, instantly recognized the voice. Instantly recognized the voice of Sri Chaitanya, and with utmost respect, he chanted out aloud, Haribo, Haribo. And upon seeing the face of Gaurachandra, was instantly swept away on a wave of ecstasy that is impossible to describe.
You see, right there, it shows you. That's it. Intimate feeling for God, is like these waves of ecstatic devotional mellows. That's all. For those devotees, they don't have time to, it's like I can't even think about, it's got to, oh, is it this day? Is this time for this thing or this? I can't even think of living like that. you know because of this ecstatic worship. I just forget all about that. I forget all about the world. I forget it. This is what Vrindavan does, this consciousness. You forget about the material world and you enter the spiritual dimension. I mean, it's wonderful. It's where everything's going. You just
Yeah.
jump off that cycle, birth and death. Go ahead. What?
No, I didn't say Marge. I was agreeing with you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll start that again. Nityananda, coming out of his trance, instantly recognized the voice of Sri Chaitanya, and with the utmost respect, he chanted out aloud, Haribo! And upon seeing the face of Gaurachandra, was instantly swept away on a wave of ecstasy that is impossible to describe. Roaring like a lion, Nityananda constantly uttered, Haribo, 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 and fell to the
Isn't that?
ground
I
like
mean, that's what this is about, man. You want to be like that? You want to just look at the face of the Lord? How do you do that now? When you chant Hare Krishna, that's the face of God, man. How do you feel? Do you feel those waves of ecstasy, Nityananda experience? Well, that's this zone, man. That's what you get. You get the same kind of boons and benefits and benedictions and all that he gets. That's what's going on here. When you see this is real opulence, to look at the face of the mantra, by tasting, chanting like this, and you're taken away on these waves of ecstasy, that's now you know what real wealth is, real opulence. Otherwise, you don't know nothing. I don't. It real opulence is not having a big memorized library of verses and quoting them like a wind without any of this ecstasy and this taste. This is real wealth, real riches, is being rich in tasting these mellow exchanges, devotional mellows they call with the Lord. Tasting this stuff. Man. This is how we collect wealth, man. We go in. This is a gold mine. We go in there with our tongues. It's our pickaxe. The tongue and the lips and the teeth. And pronouncing these mantras is the pickaxe to go into that gold mine. So
Okay. Nityananda constantly uttered, Haribo, 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 and fell to the ground like a stick, paralyzed by intense joy. Jai Lord Nityananda. Both of
what
the
a
lords
life, man. What a fantastic life. Man. Gee whiz. Thank you for coming and showing us this example. You
both of
see
the
why
lords.
we need you see why we need examples of this in this world? We
Oh
need
yeah,
examples of ecstatic worship,
yeah,
otherwise
yeah.
it's gone, man. It's just in the book and people don't even know it. They don't see it. They don't act. They don't even care about it. But they worshiping the books. Just like Jesus said, we know who we worship, but you don't. Only by tasting this bhakti, tasting this truth, do you know it. And then can you preach it? Otherwise it's forgotten. And then it's just like religion is replaced with these truths, and all this is about now is just a bunch of rules and varnashram dharma and regulative devotion and swami steps and very contrived, controlled worship. You know, no, that's not what you see 550 years ago is budding here, is growing here.
Okay.
Yeah, if I
Both
pause, just go on.
both of the lords were in divine bliss, circumambulating each other, offering dandavants to each other, sometimes embracing each other.
Hey, Tom,
Both of
continue
them.
on.
Is Tom on?
Is he?
Yeah, he's there. Does he want to read now? Do you want to read?
You want to read there? You want to read, Tom?
Okay. Shall I tell you where I am, or shall I wait till you're ready?
My book is here. You can tell me.
I'm on 730. It's chapter 7 of the Anchilila.
Yeah, I've got the page.
And I'm on there's one. Both of the lords, it's the third paragraph, second paragraph. Both of the lords were in divine bliss.
You know what would be good is everybody, if they can, get this book. It's on Amazon, and everybody,
Right,
you
yeah.
know, maybe you could show the
Right.
book, show the cover. It's a special Bhagavatam, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah. So if you want, get the book. I think it's about $50, and that way we can always have continuity. You know, they can get people to read. There you go. It has that cover on it.
Okay.
I should get it myself.
Oh. these invocations. I still okay. Jai Shila Gauraidas. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
How come I don't get any long-winded eulogies
No,
from
but
you there, Tom?
I don't know how to do it. This is the best invocation. Like
I'm
you
the same
laugh.
way. Everybody's different. I'm the same way. I don't have any big long things, but you know, it's all to people's hearts. You know, just whatever works.
This
Krishna
one is
gives
the
the
best.
words, who doesn't.
When we all laugh, that's the best invocation. I feel yes.
Yeah, that's the best one. Yeah, that's true.
I also said I heard you say before. Yeah, thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, and then it was very short, and there are very long ones.
I'm a very yeah. For me, it's short. You know, for that, it's just hey, man, it's a heart deal.
Yeah. So, yes, get it on, bring it on. Both of the Lords were in divine bliss. Both of the Lords, they were in divine bliss. Circumambulating each other. Yes, offering dandavats to each other, sometimes embracing each other, shedding cascading tears of love and jubilation, sometimes rolling on the ground, roaring like lions.
Yeah, you know, this is the thing, man. You know, the Lord is showing, hey, man, worship this bhakti, worship these devotees who have this bhakti. That's the door. You know, it's very simple. Give respect to them. You know, give respect to the intimate associates who have these qualities and these characteristics and symptoms. Otherwise, you're worshiping those who don't have that. You're off the mark, man. You're missing the mark. He's showing by example, hey man, these devotees who have intimacy and ecstasy like this, when they chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion, they're the ones to give respect to. They're the ones to follow. They got the right information. They got the right knowledge. What's the problem? Why is everybody so confused about this? You know, if people understood these things that we're teaching here, we're just telling you like it is. You go right into the kingdom of Vrindavan. No many lifetime trips. You know, you become as good as the guru in that way. The guru has this understanding. All these others, oh, it's always many lifetime, many lifetime, many lifetime. Wow, ridiculous, man. You can have it this lifetime. Just listen, listen here. Listen to devotees. We get revelations by this ecstatic worship that are very more true than anything. Well, you think you get the right understanding just by studying all Prabhupada's books and again, and then memorize all the verses? No, it's by ecstatic worship. Then you look at a verse and you understand it that nobody else understands. Look at all these devotees. Janaki came, and now she, after reading the books 4 times, now she gets it. Simply, see, because you get it because the devotees got it. The devotees got it because of ecstatic worship. Then you get it and you become ecstatic worshiper, then you get it like that too. You become like a guru. Otherwise you become like these other gurus and you study your way and you still don't understand the essence of truth. All you can do is get a bunch of followers. Oh wow, you're such a great devotee because you've memorized so many verses. Oh, you got a big PhD, therefore you're such a great devotee. No, that's illusion. Sorry, you missed the mark. Right, Janaki?
Absolutely. I have yet to hear you speak something that wasn't the truth.
There you go. She read the books 4 times. She knows. Go ahead, Tom. Sorry to bother you.
Exchanges of love. Their exchanges of love. Their exchanges of love and affection were truly wonderful. Truly wonderful. Their exchanges of love and affection were truly wonderful. Very much like the exchanges between Rama and Lakshman. Whoa. Very much like the exchanges between Rama and Lakshman. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Each took turns to recite verses, glorifying the other, whilst offering respect with folded palms. Oh my god. Yes, folded palms. All the ecstatic symptoms, the transformations of pure bhakti, such as tears, shivering, hallucination, laughter, swooning, pallor, etc., were manifest upon their divine persons. Yes. Oh, these wonderful pastimes are all the arrangements. These wonderful pastimes are all the arrangements of Sri Chaitanya. Yes, he is the supreme coordinator, supreme person who brings it on. These wonderful pastimes are all the arrangements of Sri Chaitanya. Only the fully surrendered servitors were fortunate to feast their eyes upon this most rare display of the highest ecstasy in Prema Bhakti. Highest ecstasy in Prema Bhakti. Highest ecstasy in Prema Bhakti. Prema Bhakti, in the highest ecstasy of Prema Bhakti. Oh, yes. After a while, no, not after a while. After a while, how to stay in this? How to stay in this? After a while, Chaitanya began to eulogize Nityananda with folded palms. Yes, this continues forever. After a while, Chaitanya began to eulogize Nityananda with folded palms. Oh Nityananda, oh Nityananda, oh Nityananda, oh Nityananda, oh Nityananda, yes, oh Nityananda, the holy name has manifested in your form. Oh Nityananda, the holy name has manifested in your form. Oh Nityananda, the holy name has manifested in your form. You are the shelter of all Vaishnavas. 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 Wow. You are the shelter of all Vaishnavas and the Supreme Controller. Yeah, there it is. The Supreme Controller. Shri Ananta, Shri Ananta, Shri Ananta. All the jewelries that embellish your divine limbs and form are the very incarnations of Bhakti Yoga. All the jewelries that embellish your divine limbs and form are the very incarnations of Bhakti Yoga. Incarnations of Bhakti Yoga. Wow. Wow. I feel they are the taste. The taste. The taste. The taste. Wow, Hare Krishna. For your own pleasure, yes, Nityananda is the embodiment of taste. That's what I feel. Nityananda, Nityananda, supreme taste. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. For your own pleasure. For your own pleasure, you have decorated your body with gold, silver, pearls, diamond, and rudraksha, which represent each of the 9 limbs of bhakti. Which represent each of the 9 limbs of bhakti. Wow. Members of the lower castes, outcasts, reprobates, and all the other wretched souls receive liberation by your mercy alone. By your mercy alone. By your mercy alone. With the treasure of bhakti that is eagerly sought by the demigods, with the treasure of bhakti that is eagerly sought by the demigods, yogis, sages, and elevated mystics, you have rewarded the mercantile traders and others. You have rewarded the mercantile traders and others. Wow. The Vedas declare that Sri Krishna, the Supreme Godhead, is absolutely independent. The Vedas declare that Sri Krishna, the Supreme Godhead, is absolutely independent, yet you have the capacity to sell even Krishna. Yet you have the capacity to sell even Krishna. Bring it on. The capacity to bring it on. Hare Krishna, that are my words. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. who can fully fathom your unlimited potencies, for you are the divine embodiment, the incarnation of Krishna Ras. Yes, the incarnation of Krishna Ras. Krishna Ras, the taste, Ruchi, the Dhamma words. Ruchi, Krishna Ras. When you become inebriated with the nectar of Sankirtan, you are obvious to the phenomenal world, and no other words emanate from your transcendental mouth except descriptions of the wonderful qualities of Sri Krishna. Whoa. Oh, yes. Totally immersed, absorbed. Hare Krishna, that's what I feel. Oh, totally immersed and absorbed. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you see, you have the capacity to sell Krishna. So that statement comes over and over again in Chaitanya Lila. You got to go to the devotees who have this ecstasy. So, you got to ask, how does this apply in 2021? Well, where is this devotion now if you can reach over to Nityananda now? You still don't see it. You need the living example of Nityananda and his followers here, to follow the path of prema. See, and that's how you get it. They are the only ones where you can get this transmitted, this Bhakti Lata Bij, this taste for worship. It's only through them. Otherwise, you'll just, go like everybody else and do your austerities and your dry chanting and Swami steps and all of that. And you don't get this. This is the monopoly of those devotees who have this bhakti. They have the power to sell Krishna. This is Krishna. Is this bhakti, this taste, this radha, this devotion. This is Krishna. We need that opulence. Otherwise, we can't taste these opulences. This relationship, which is the greatest thing. People. It's so funny. If they understood this clearly, they would have Vrindavan in the palm of their hand. They would break the cycle of birth and death just so easily. See, so that's our work, is just to transmit what has already been transmitted, to explain, to clarify, and to magnify, so that people like you, Tom, can take advantage. See how you're taking advantage now. You're coming, you went through the purification, and now you're able to taste these glorious pastimes and get the benefit from that.
Yeah, here it comes undisturbed, unpolluted, without distractions. This is like the lesser qualities. They are gone here. It's pure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this bhakti is the only real purifying substance. Otherwise, you're always working at it. I got to work at it, to purify myself. I got to, do all these things, You got to be like, person all day long, doing these things, one program to another, to a program. It's just a lot of energy,
Yeah,
a lot of work.
the distractions, they are gone here because it's so pure. The sangha is so pure. It automatically, naturally, your lesser qualities, the distracting qualities, they disappear in the background.
Yeah. So, and that's why even the Lord says he's more important about devotion, pure love of God, than innumerable other qualities. And that's what you notice here. You just notice, bhakti is the most important thing. Yeah, so like the Lord thinks. Yeah, and then from that you get this relationship with God. You get purified. You get inspired. You get ideas. You get everything comes from this relationship. We tap into the infinite Lord. Who has infinite wisdom, infinite truth, infinite ecstasy. What more do we want? What more can you get in this world than that?
this is the goal of being in this world.
So Narendra says, am in ecstasy. I write, even Guru don't understand it. Anyway, Jai Guru. I don't get what he's, I just don't understand, Narendra. Narendra, I don't understand you. I don't understand what you're saying. It's not that I don't understand your ecstasy or what. I don't even understand what you're communicating. Does anybody else understand him? I mean, I don't quite get what he's trying to get across. Does anybody ever talk to him? You need to, what would be nice is also devotees get to know each other, and then you can help it. I can't, be on everybody. And, just kind of, like Narendra is a new person, talk to them, call them up or something. You got Messenger, get to know these guys. Because I probably need to do it too, because I don't understand what he's saying. I'm an expert, but even Guru doesn't understand. I don't understand the language, or like Narendra is a new person, talk to them, call them up or something. You got Messenger, get to know these guys. Because I probably need to do it too. But the language, or like Narendra is a new person.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah. It's getting a little bit late here. Why don't we stop here? If you guys want to go live or something, go live and do something yourself. But it's 8 o'clock here. I need to move around a bit.
Yeah, I usually I feel to have a break after your live and then go live. I need some time to digest and so.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, yeah.
Maybe
Great.
I'll go live and read a little bit.
There you go. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit.